Must high. Why these boys stressing? Look, I got them shook. Okay, now watch me drive back like Jameis Winston. Give me out your mentions. I forgot to mention.
Welcome back, everybody, to WhoDatTV. I am your host, Draye Allen. Man, I know everybody had a good weekend this past weekend, watching all the wild card games, man. There was some crazy games that went down this past weekend. We're going to chop it up about that. And then we also got the divisional round coming up, y'all. So, hey, some more great football coming our way. Before we talk about that, though, let me bring in my brother, our other host for WhoDatTV, J.Floyd.
Who that to everybody. Wish I was waving a white towel and talking about how we gonna win our second playoff game this year. None of that's happening right now. But I'm excited to get in here and talk football about y'all's football teams. There were 6 somewhat exciting games, really 2 blowouts and 4 really close games that we just witnessed. So can't wait to get into it and kind of paint the picture for what the Super Bowl is gonna kind of look like for the rest of y'all.
Yes, indeed, because it is coming. It's right around the corner, man. Got the divisional, then we got the NFC, AFC championships, and then we got the Super Bowl.
You know it.
And then also, man, let's bring in our other host. It's been a minute, but my dog is back. Y'all know him, man. He's on here week by week with us. Our other host, my brother Ken, man.
What up? Yeah, let me get my Saints biking on here so y'all. Oh, it's backwards. Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Let me get up in here. Yeah.
Represent.
All right. Yeah.
Ken's still gonna hold it down. Me and Floyd got on the LSU, man. We had
Hey, I just think you changed the logo.
Yeah. It's a wrap. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, say he done so he through with this.
Yes.
Yeah, I put my Saints gear in the back of the closet for the rest of the year. Better luck next year.
Yeah, I hung all my gear up too,
man.
I said we on the couch. It's time to hang it up, man. Let's go ahead. We chopping it up by everybody else's teams right now about the playoffs, man.
At least we not on the couch by ourselves when it comes to the NFC South. Everybody's on the couch now. We done got Tom, old Dusty stuff up out of there.
Yeah, come join us.
There's
Tom,
one thing to be happy about. I think the NFC South is ours next year.
Oh, for sure. Especially if Tom Brady hangs it up after that game, man. It might, man. I want to see where all them same Bucks fans gonna be at when he leave, man.
Exactly.
But we're gonna see. We should take it back over for sure.
Yeah.
Most
It's
definitely.
Ken, what up, Ken? What up, man? I'm excited to see you, my brother.
Oh, you scared me. I was like, what happened? I ain't do that, did
You said,
That's all I gotta say. My mama called me when I was messing up.
my voice said,
What I do? It has been a minute, man. I miss y'all, bro. Long 2 weeks, man.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody can't forget, boy. Life be smacking you, boy. Be having stuff to do.
hey, it'd be a lot, man. We got business we gotta take
we
care
back.
of.
There's a lot of good football that I still was watching, even though I couldn't tune in to get my opinion. I still was tuning in to let y'all know I see y'all, the real goats, always holding it down.
Yes, so we all the goats in this, man.
100%.
Even our viewers, man. Our viewers, even the goats, man. We love y'all.
Big goats, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Act like you never left.
We already know.
But yeah, man.
Already know.
The Saints is on the couch, y'all. Y'all see Ken still holding it down for us. Other than that, me and Floyd, we got on the LSU. We go keeping it all the way Louisiana. But man, let's chop it up about these games that just went down, y'all, in the wild card round. There's a lot of good games, especially this first one, man. That Dolphins versus the Bills recap, man. That was a crazy game, man. The Bills started to run off at first. It was like 17-0. And then the Dolphins they pulled themselves back in the game, man, and gave themselves really a chance to win the game. It just wasn't enough at the end of the game when it comes to the running game for the Bills at the end, especially Josh Allen toting the rock also. So
yeah, it was just a little bit too much. But if you're a Dolphins fan, that's got to be real encouraging going into next year, knowing that you were up in a playoff game, late in a playoff game, up over Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, with Skylar Thompson as your quarterback and not your franchise or impending franchise quarterback in Tua Tagovailoa.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, that makes you feel like if we were at full strength, we're every bit as good as those guys who have a chance to go on and win a championship. I don't think they will, but have a championship caliber team. So that means that we do too, right? So it was a game that was super exciting to watch. We both said like Buffalo was going to run away with it and kind of counted Miami out with Skylar Thompson, but apparently nobody in that locker room did. All those guys believed and actually fought until the last down because they found themselves down 17 points at one point and ended up making that a 20-17 lead, I think, or maybe it was 23-20. But so that's saying a lot. Hats off to Miami. That looks like a team that could have contended for a championship. I don't think won one, but possibly played themselves into a Super Bowl. Not a Super Bowl win, but with a healthy quarterback. But on the other end, just too much Josh Allen, to be honest. And they're finally finding a way to run the football. So Devin Singletary is coming along. His name's, but it's Dalvin Cook's younger brother, James Cook.
Yep.
He's pretty much showing that he's a starting running back in this league too. And sky's the limit for them. They have that Cinderella factor with the DeMar Hamlin situation that happened. So I think the NFL kind of wants to see them do a little something too.
For sure. And you see DeMar Hamlin's backup man come in the game and get a pick that game, man. Yeah, that was huge.
That's not as crazy as I don't know if y'all talked about that. That's still not as crazy as the dude that got the pick that went to the same high school as him. I think that was week 17.
Oh yeah,
18. I guess you say yeah. But I was like, that's kind of crazy. Went to the same high school as him, and the chances that guy gets the interception in the last game of the season, bro.
Yep. That's just wild. That's just like the kick return that they did. Like that was the first one in 3
two of them things, man.
3 years and 3 months, something like that. It was a lot of
something miraculous has happened like every single game after the tragedy that happened for them. And I think the NFL is kind of invested in that storyline, seemingly because it's almost like they're like profiting off of it. So I think they want to see the Bills like keep going. I'm really hoping Joey B can stop that momentum and get himself back to a Super Bowl and redeem the Super Bowl loss from last year. Not that there's anything to redeem because last season was a win for the Bengals, but so I think there's a little bit of a push behind that magic that they're showing, but they are showing a little bit of magic.
And y'all want to pause this for a minute, man, because I'm jumping the gun on here. I gotta bring up our sponsors real quick, man. Real quick before we're gonna get right back into the football, everybody. But real quick, Buninis, man. If y'all haven't got y'all a Bunini yet, go get y'all one, please, at www.buninis.com. They got kid sizes on here too, adult sizes, all kind of colors, man. Red, black, orange, cream, baby blue, pink, yellow, whatever you like, they got it. Go get you one. It's about to get real cold again here lately. I know next week here in Texas is about to drop back in the 30s. So y'all want to keep y'all ears warm, man, and your children too. So get y'all one.
Indeed.
Yes,
the Buninis.
Go copy one.
The Buninis.
Yeah, I need that black one. I need it.
I got the black one.
I need it too.
That's my go-to. I'll be rocking them Johns.
I still only got one. I still want that red one you got, Floyd, and that orange one you got, Ken. I want that one too. I ain't gonna lie.
Sure.
You can wear them with anything.
Yes. But if y'all haven't yet, man, go get you one. Again, that's the website, www.buninis.com. You can also see the cause was going into a good cause with the money they're raising, and also you can see a backstory on Bun and how they wanted to get this started. So go check it out, man. Buninis.com. Yes, sir. And then our next one, man, is of course our boy London at MKE_drip_drown on IG. He is putting fire shoes on his story day by day, y'all. Y'all gotta go check him out. I'm telling you, you would not be disappointed. He's working real hard. He can get his hands on almost anything. He's gonna work with you with the prices and all that. So if you haven't yet, man, go follow London, tap in with him, and even if you're not a big shoe person, man, go share his page, man. Get somebody else out there might want to buy some shoes, and you can help somebody else out by helping him too at the same time. So yeah, man, if you haven't supported yet, go support London at MKE_drip_drown on IG. Yes,
Yeah, if you're not a sneakerhead, you know a sneakerhead, and everybody wears shoes. So go ahead, tap in.
yes, indeed.
Big tap in.
Shout out London, man.
My man's got some cherry 11s on hold for your boy right now.
And man, hey, this dude, his logo is so fire too, bro. I'm just like admiring his logo right now. That mug is just so fresh,
Icy.
real icy for sure. But tap in, y'all. Tap in with London and Bunninis. Appreciate y'all. But back on this football, y'all. Back on this football. Yeah, the Bills they're moving on, man. Like I said, they got them a close win. I didn't expect it to be that close, y'all, but the final score was 34-31 against the Dolphins. So
Yeah, it's like Buffalo always plays with fire, and they find themselves in close games and against teams that they should be running away from. So I think that's going to come back to bite them in this particular week that's coming up, to be honest.
Yeah.
because they got a big one. They got a big one coming up. We're gonna get to that.
They lucky the Dolphins had the worst clock management in freaking history of playoffs. Like that's honestly been like a very bad thing all year. Like I don't think I've ever seen clock management so bad. Like if you just look at just regular season games, the amount of teams that like they just made the worst. Like they either didn't call a timeout when they should have. They either called a timeout at the wrong time, or they either just a play call or take 20 seconds to call a play and then they call a timeout. Like you just see that way too often, bro. It's crazy to me.
All the coaches too in the league, like every last one of them, even the great coaches you see in that.
Yeah, the one that sticks out to me was the Bucks game against the Browns when with Tom Brady like he had gained a lot of yards and they still didn't call the timeout. And Ball's response to that was like in case he threw an interception. It was something crazy. It was like, all right, I ain't no Tom Brady fan, but I mean you're playing thinking that saying this Hall of Fame guy is gonna throw an interception is crazy to me.
Yeah. It's wild, man. It's been wild. This whole, like I said though, this whole season has been weird. Like just plain out weird to me, man. But
very unpredictable.
Yeah, it's just crazy, bro. Crazy. We've been said that too. Teams that we thought was gonna do bad is doing great. Teams that we thought was gonna do great is just terrible. So it's crazy, man. But next game I want to talk about, y'all, was another wild card game, and then that was against the Giants versus the Vikings. Daniel Jones, man, went completely off in this game.
Speaking of unpredictable, this game was unpredictable.
For sure, because I'm talking about, look, Daniel Jones, that's just ridiculous, man. He threw, for 35 out of 35 attempts, he completed 24 for 301 yards with 2 TDs, and also was the leading rusher on the team with 17 carries, 78 yards, and average like 4 yards a carry. So granted, Saquon, he got the 2 touchdowns, on the ground, but that's crazy stats, man, by Daniel Jones, man.
It was ridiculous. He did it consistently too.
I'm laughing at we was laughing at backstage, Floyd with the picture going up, man. That stuff was so funny.
Yeah. I know he made Brian Daboll proud. They ran like read option, so designed quarterback run. There was some scramble busted in there. You know what I mean? They kind of just did everything. They let him be himself, and I think that's the biggest difference from the beginning of the season when the Giants looked like they were going to have a top 5 pick to the second half of the season where they really just kind of dialed it back and dumbed the offense down and allowed Daniel Jones to be an athlete and just make plays the way he most instinctively knows how to, instead of asking him to go first read, second read, third read, check down, take off, and have to go through that process of elimination. If he sees a lane, they now encourage him to take it versus having to go through that read progression and then see if you can maybe break the pocket.
But I don't know if y'all remember this, man, but I said this like way back. I don't know, it was way back. I probably like week, I don't know, 9, 8, 10. Yeah. One of these weeks, man, I said Daniel Jones can get loose with his legs. Like he could take off. I said this, man. And then even like you go back, I want to say last year, year before, when he got chased down, or I don't know if he fumbled, whatever the case was, but dude broke for like 50-something yards. I said, bro, what kind of and fell? That's what it was. So I'm like, man, Daniel Jones can get up and get off.
Hey, he be getting loose.
Yeah,
but he definitely be getting loose. I ain't gonna knock you.
Yeah.
And the other thing he's doing a lot better than he was doing at the beginning of the season is hitting Saquon Barkley on the check down. A lot of times earlier in the year, Saquon was only getting touches on carries, and they were usually topping out at about 20 total touches, whereas now he's getting those totes that a feature running back would usually get, but he's also getting hit in the check downs when Jones gets through that read progression and doesn't see a lane to scramble through. He's been hitting 26 really, really well. I think he had 56 receiving yards to go along with the 2 rushing touchdowns that he had. And that puts a lot of strain on the linebackers. They have to play well sideline to sideline. And if they're not doing that, he's going to gash you because of Daniel Jones's playmaking ability. So they paired each other well and do a good job of like masking the things that they do bad, which would probably be like asking their receiving core to win in one-on-one situations. They do a good job of not having to do that all day long to beat somebody because of how well they run the ball with Daniel Jones and Saquon.
I agree. And like you said, Floyd, if they could protect the ball, they got a good little chance against that number 1 seed. But Bond thinks different over here. He said Eagles by 20. So I don't know. I don't know about 20, man.
Save
but
your money. If you're going to Vegas, do not place no bet for Philadelphia to win this game by 20.
Giants win the Super Bowl. I'm calling it.
Man.
That's a big call.
I would say save your money too, Winley. Save your money too. But this is definitely going to be a closer game than a 20-point spread, regardless of what Vegas is saying. Trust me, you guys. It's very difficult in Pop Warner, Little League, Junior High. I don't care what league. It's very difficult to beat any football team 3 times in a row. So this is going to be the 3rd straight matchup for these teams. Flip of a coin, man. Somebody's gonna win by 6 or less.
Hey, there's an article about this exact same topic about playing teams that many times, and I said the same thing. It was whenever we played the Bucks, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I was actually wrong. Like they showed the statistics of like the records of teams playing each other that many times. I can't remember because it was like, what was that, like 3 years ago? But I ain't gonna lie, it's an article I'm gonna have to send y'all because it actually dug deep into that. It's just like an illusion when people think it's hard, but I guess in how they were trying to say it's happened so often that it's not hard. Basically, like the stats, like basically saying stats don't lie. Like teams have 100% done it. So I was like, okay, all right, maybe I'm wrong, but in my mind, I keep telling myself like, no, you got to play a team 3 times. That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, they got it's different from having 1 film off of that year to compare the 2 films. Like, you look what you did wrong twice compared to what you did, that 1 game. I mean, you put all the chips together, man. All you got to do is really just come out and perform at the end of the day, because unless they throw, of course every team gonna try to throw a little extra in their playbook here and there for every game, but for the most part, man, you think you got them figured out. You ought to think you got them figured out after playing them, 2 times to 3 times a year.
Yeah.
But hey, it's gonna be, I don't know, man. Like, it's a lot of divisional games going on in these playoffs. That's what's crazy.
I kind of hate it because they're matchups that we've seen before, especially like how the AFC North ended up playing each other, right after they played each other, basically for the AFC North championship, the Bengals and the Ravens. But just another point that I want to point out, I guarantee Philly would rather play anybody. And I know there are 2 NFC East teams that made the playoffs outside of them, but they know for a fact, that they could have lost in the first round, both of those guys. And that's definitely what Philly would have rather. They would rather to not have to have played the Cowboys in the playoffs at all, or the Giants. So this is just a little bit more of like a minus for that Philadelphia championship run. it's a little bit more of a chink in their armor, being that they're going to have to go through teams that know what they're going to try to do to beat them.
Jasper Peters on here. He said, I don't believe the Giants have the receivers to beat the Eagles. It's a bad matchup for the Giants. I agree, but at the same time,
everything has to go right. That's for sure.
Yeah, at the same time, that if they don't stop that run, they don't got to worry about the receivers, So I don't know, man. It can go either way. It's like it's a toss up, man. And you got to look at the last
game plan is go slow.
Exactly.
If they go fast,
clock management. That's all.
Run out of gas. But if they go slow and make this a 20-14 matchup, 20-16, 20-17 matchup, who knows? But
they only lost by 6 points.
It's an uphill battle. Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah, we'll see. It won't be a blowout either way. I would put money on that for sure, but I might be wrong. But
never know. Hey, if them Eagles come out playing, I feel like they come out playing how they was playing at the beginning of the year in these playoffs. I feel like they'll clean sweep. Yeah. But they've been really the last few games of the season has been real sloppy. I know they ain't had Hurts for a couple games. I know that. I know one against us and whoever else, the Cowboys. But still, man, like
I think they went 5-1, and don't quote me on this. I'll fact check myself when I rewatch the pod. But I think they went 5-1 the last 6 weeks, and the win in the wild card made it 6-1 in their last 7 for the New York Giants. So this has been a completely different football team. And it really started on defense. Everybody's pointing to what they're doing on offense and how they're running the ball, me included. But it's really started on how they're able to get to the rush, rush the passer. And that's pretty much changed everything for that football team, especially getting back 5. He was my pick for the defensive rookie of the year previous. Mm-hmm. I said it was going to be either him or Aiden Hutchinson. I was wrong on both of those because it probably won't be either one of those guys. But when he got back healthy, he definitely made a different impact on this team. Whereas now you kind of have to you can't double team Dexter Lawrence. You kind of have to play 97 one-on-one for 50 plus snaps. Whereas when God bless, Kayvon Thibodeau, when his name was eluding me, when Kayvon Thibodeau wasn't on the football field, you could really pinpoint and double team their pass rushers on every single obvious pass down. Can't do that anymore. And since that one change has happened, they've been getting to the passer a lot better, and they've been winning football games because of it.
It's gonna be a wild one, man. It's gonna be a wild one. But I also want to talk about this Ravens and Bengals recap too, man, in the wild card round. This was also another crazy game.
It was boring outside of like
it was
2 or 3 plays.
It was real exactly. And I say the only place that wasn't boring, you gotta look at the whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what you call it, strip, whatever it was at the goal line.
Fumble in the jungle. That's
fumble
what they call
in the jungle.
It on Twitter.
Okay. Fumble in the jungle, man.
Fumble in the jungle.
Got Huntley trying to reach over for the touchdown at the 1 yard line, gets swatted out, man, picks it up and runs it all the way to the house.
Right place, right time.
It looked like a push in the back. No, I ain't gonna allow one on that last block against what's her name. But hey,
yeah, that's a block in the back for sure.
He low key sold that because dude ran in front of him and then just kind of slowed down low key. That's why I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but he feels the right call. He feels the right call.
Like he literally ran in front of him and then basically just decelerated. Like imagine you running with your teammate, somebody just gonna stop right in front of you. I don't know if there's any guidelines to that, like if that is the reason they wouldn't call it, but he clearly kind of cut him off to try to make a play and then just died.
Stop.
Yeah.
Right,
it was good, no call, but I'm biased for sure. I'm biased. The referee definitely could have thrown a flag and wouldn't have been wrong in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
But I love it.
Yeah, for sure, because we do want to see them Bengals go to the Super Bowl. At least I do. I know for sure.
It was boring. A lot of people on Twitter are echoing what J.K. Dobbins said in the press conference, which was, "Shoot, if Lamar Jackson plays, we win this game." And a lot of people are kind of saying that same thing, that Cincinnati played a little bit of a level down of what they're used to playing, scoring only 17 offensive points and finding themselves fighting from behind for the whole football game. So I'm hoping that the Bengals can elevate their level of play, because I don't think if they play the same way that they played against Tyler Huntley, that they'll be able to replicate that defensive success and only hold a team to 17 or under against a high-powered offense like what Buffalo has with Josh Allen, where they can beat you by what's it called, by air or by water, where it's like by running the ball, throwing the ball, land, by fire, like whatever you need, they can kind of be a chameleon and tailor their offense to try to beat you however way they see fit. Whereas Baltimore only had one way to do that, only had one way to win that game. Yeah. So hopefully they elevate their level of play on defense, especially, because if not, Josh Allen might be in the AFC Championship.
It's just weird, man, because I really thought the Bengals was gonna beat the Ravens more than a touchdown, at least by 2 touchdowns. I felt like against the Ravens, and then I was thinking I didn't know the Bills and Dolphins game was gonna be a 3-point, difference in between that game. So it was I mean, I know it's the playoffs, so every team's coming hard. I know that. But it's just, I just feel like them teams that I just named was a little bit more better than both of them teams. And then you got to look at the Ravens, like you said, no Lamar.
Should have been better than one possession, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Tua, and you got to look at no Tua for the Dolphins. So it's like, it's going to be an interesting game when the Bills and the Bengals face off, which we're going to chop it up about here in a few. But it's really going to be interesting because what's up, Mama? What's up, Mama? Shit, Mama's in here, y'all.
Who that? What's up, Mom?
Dude.
And then why y'all not as turned up today?
Man, because you see, I don't have my Saints gear on.
Hey, Bon, I guarantee you, man. We on the couch, man. If we was in this playoffs, man,
turn up about.
We'll be so lit right now. You know that, Bon. You know that, man. But I mean, like I said, man, we still gonna do this on the sake of y'all teams, man. We trying to see, we want to see who's gonna win the Super Bowl overall. But we next year, catch us on season 2 around this time, Bon. I bet we'll have more energy.
And we getting our 15th win, and we only got 3 losses altogether in the year.
We'll probably have more energy then. But speaking on this, going back on this game, y'all, how y'all feel about Lamar not showing up to the game, even though he's hurt for the Ravens and the Bengals?
Man, it says a whole lot. And I think he posted a cryptic Instagram story referencing how not being a part of or being a part of something that's a family or a team where you don't feel like that you're being taken care of and you're an individual. That individual isn't gonna have motivation to take care of the family or the team. So I think he's kind of referencing a disconnect. That doesn't necessarily mean he won't be a Baltimore Raven. I actually do think that they'll do whatever they can to try to pay him and bring him back in. I just hope that it's enough because it seems like now it's deeper than the money. It's more than the 285, and he wants his respect. So we'll see how that plays out.
And I seen RG3. They had interviewed him about the situation. Well, really not interview, but he was on the broadcast, and then he was saying that he feels like with Lamar, he knows a lot of players stay back to get that extra rehab, So he was basically saying he's not fully saying Lamar don't want to be a Raven no more, how everybody's trying to put it into perspective. But at the same time, man, I don't know, because I don't know. That's tough to tell. Because I mean, did he even show up for week 18? When he didn't play week 18? Did he?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I remember seeing him on the sideline with his glasses and stuff. So he was in the building. I don't think there was necessarily any bad blood between the team at that point, but I think it came from, and these are recent reports that I've been reading and hearing, that the internal, inside that organization, they really, really feel like Lamar Jackson could have played in the wild card game that they just lost against the Bengals. And the feeling is that, well, of course, the running back said that if he starts, we win the game. But the feeling is that he decided not to start out of spite almost because he hasn't been taken care of and paid as he feels adequately. So it's smart. It's a lot of emotion that was mixed into it, more so than just black and white, injured or not injured decision that was made.
I tell you what, man, if we was willing, and I'm gonna get back on this for real quick, talking in the Saints, even though we on the couch. If we was willing to drop that bag on Watson, man, I'd love to see something like this, man. I'd love to see it, man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Why not? Why not? Reach deep in that bag, Loomis, and drop that bag on this man. Like why not? Because I
Give it
love
to
to see.
him. Whatever he asked for, give it to him.
I love to see that, man, for sure. I had to pop that up there, him and us.
If he asked for a suite in Miss Gail Benson's mansion, give it to him.
For sure.
Give it to him.
Hey, we'll see how this offseason work out for us, and we'll see how it works out for the Ravens too, as far as if they're gonna pay Lamar or not.
They're gonna try to, but he's gonna ask for more than he was asking last summer. The price has gone up. You've shown that you can't really succeed without this player. So it's like either pay me or start over, rebuild. That's really where he's at. Feels like Lamar Jackson has all the leverage and Baltimore has really none. So good luck. We'll see how it plays out though. There's a good chance he's on a different football team, just being that the issue has gone so long and so far gone that I don't know if he'll be able to necessarily fix it. If the GM in there will be able to fix it.
I hope they don't fix it. It's just so he could be up for grabs. Oh, that'd be nice, boy. That'd be real nice. But
so we got a question in here from Mr. Peters. I ain't see it. I didn't even see this. So does that mean it's not gonna be a neutral site?
Oh, Siri over here talking.
So he's saying, I see what he's saying.
Question, how do you feel about the alert from ESPN saying the NFL told the Bills and Chiefs to start selling?
So there's probably rumblings that, like the league being rigged and stuff.
But that's crazy that he said that he. That's
probably
crazy.
Stemming from just the the neutral site possibility, like the situation that could happen if both teams do win and there is a neutral site game that has to be played, and I think it will be in Atlanta. So hopefully this isn't what it looks like. Hopefully these tickets can be resold or refunded if either of these teams don't make the playoffs, which I think will happen when the Kansas City Chiefs get upset. I guess both teams would get upset technically if the Bengals won too. But that's just what I see happening. So I don't even think this particular game gets played for the AFC Championship. But if it does, kudos. I don't think that necessarily means that it's rigged. And if it doesn't happen, hopefully those tickets get refunded to whoever went out on a limb and bought that Atlanta ticket.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Mr. Peters. Yeah, I'm on the optimistic side. We all know what that means. We all know what that means. That's ridiculous, though, right? That's crazy.
Me said, put that Eagles background back. Hey,
if y'all get a win, no, I ain't even gonna say that.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
If y'all get a win, then we can't do that. Consider it. We'll lose our subscribers, my brother.
Talking lose our subscribers. I'm dead.
Oh man. And last but not least, on the recap, y'all, we had was the Cowboys versus the Bucks, and I am glad that Cowboys put Tom Brady and the Buccaneers out of the playoffs because, man, Lord knows I did not want to see him go no further. And then that also showed right there why the NFC South had no business being in the playoffs at all.
Nope, we should have forfeited our spot to the fourth team in the NFC.
Talk about forfeited.
We should have forfeited our spot and let the Commanders get in.
And that's crazy because, man, is this how long has it been since the Cowboys won in the first
99.
round?
Well, that's their first playoff win, I think, period, since 99. But the irony is that's the easiest playoff win that they ever gonna get. Not ever, but that's the easiest playoff win for sure they're gonna get this year and probably for a long time. So
I mean,
I see a lot of Boys fans that are gassed up. They're like, yeah, the boys back. Man.
That's every you know that was coming. That was coming.
But next week is not last week. So what you saw from Tom Brady and those guys, and I'm missing Tristan Wirfs, which is as big a point to make as any, is not going to be what you see from surefire Hall of Famer, first ballot, Trent Williams in San Fran, and the rest of that loaded offense. So, yeah, I think this train ends next week, but hats off to the Cowboys for getting our nemesis out of there and hopefully ending the Tom Brady era.
It's not there yet. Hey, but you know what's crazy? We called it. We said all the Cowboys got to do is score 18 points. And they had 18 points in what, the second, what was it, the second, third quarter?
Before halftime.
Before halftime,
it was 18-0. And I promise you, I turned the game off. I turned it back on later. But at that point, I turned the game off and said this game is over. Not because they blowing them out, because they scored more than 17 points.
That's how they begin by.
Tampa's not going to score over 17, and they only ended up with 14. Crazy, right?
Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, Cowboys better drop that bag on Tony Pollard. Man, that boy been running the ball all year, bro. Like, Lord have mercy. I love how that boy run that football, man.
Well.
And then you know who he reminds me of too when he hits that hole, man? He reminds me of AK, how he gets in the hole, like he hits it, but he gets in the hole and then he finds a little opening, he's like explodes. Like, boy, I love that. I love that how to run.
His vision is like 3 times as good as Ezekiel Elliott's. If Zeke had the instincts that he does behind the line of scrimmage, I think Zeke has better instincts, down the field and in the open field. But if he had the instincts that Tony Pollard has, of finding ways to churn out 4 yards where there aren't any, they would be really scary. But yeah, they got the playmakers, bro, because we haven't even talked about CeeDee Lamb. We haven't even talked about Michael Gallup, who played a good game. And we haven't talked about the guy who played the best game for the Dallas Cowboys, which is Dalton Schultz.
I know that kicker was trash. Boy, for that boy done missed 4 field goals. How you do that?
He need to be investigated, brother. Come on, man. They need to check his FanDuel.
Bro, after the second one, I was like, there's no way he gonna miss this third one. He missed. I said, what the hell? And then that fourth one, I said, all right, there's no way he missing this 4th field goal. Dude, boings that one.
They played in Tampa too, right?
Yes.
All right, see, look, let me not even say nothing, because Florida is a state that is legal to put those picks in, and Texas isn't. So, look, I ain't saying nothing, but I ain't saying nothing either.
That's just wild to me. I don't know what the issue was. Like, I know he pulled the first 2, I want to say left, and then he tried to like pull it back right, and then that mode was like barely right off on the right. And I don't know if the next one was just an off left, off. I don't know. It was just all bad for dude. Like,
Dak was going off. It was just a bad look for the whole team.
I seen a meme when Dak threw his helmet down, and then the meme said, you don't see the kicker throwing his helmet when you was throwing all the
picks. Exactly, bro. Exactly. We're gonna see next week though. I don't think it's gonna come down to whether or not Brett Maher is kicking well or kicking poorly. That's gonna decide for San Fran to win the game. So we'll see.
Hey, James said, why Ken's so quiet tonight? Oh, ain't nothing to talk about.
He
multitasking, y'all. You multitasking over there, man.
I don't entertain teams we beat.
I feel played.
Hold on, say it again. Exactly. I ain't hear that, bro.
I don't entertain teams we beat.
Okay.
Week 17.
What they say? They're beneath me. They're beneath me.
No, Mr. Peters in here, he said, what's not being talked about is the block and the TP and the tight ends. They picked up almost every blitz after the first 2 drives. That's facts.
Yes. Listen, it's crazy. And the wide receivers do a good job as well. CeeDee Lamb, those guys, they really they don't give up. They don't take plays off. They really do a good job of like giving everybody the best chance. And I think that's something that Dallas hasn't always had, but these more recent Dallas teams, they really get that motivation. Even I think in like Jason Garrett's last year, where they all play hard. It's not for lack of playing hard. So yeah, we'll see. Like, I'm not saying San Fran or the Dallas Cowboys have zero chance, because I think this is still the number 2 offense in the NFL behind Philly. So if anybody can outscore them, they have like the second best chance. I just think it will take an effort to outscore them. You're going to have to outscore San Fran, being that they have the number 1 defense and a methodical offense. It's an offense that doesn't try to just blow teams out and drop 40. Their main objective is to not turn the football over and turn up a lot of clock. So I think if Micah's lined up on the left side a lot,
Micah,
you're not getting home a lot.
Micah is so good, man.
They're gonna have drives that go long, and it's just gonna be kind of hard. So hopefully they can like force short San Francisco 49er drives, and then Mr. Peters, I think y'all got a shot.
Yeah, you said it too, because the 49, they are stacked. They are real stacked on both ends of the football. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I would love to see a Cowboys and Eagles rematch in that NFC Championship.
Philly would be sweating.
Just think
y'all
about
Philly
it,
fans will be sweating.
Just think about it. Like, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy because they both beat each other. You know, they both beat each other this year. So it's like the third game. Who go? Then this to go to the Super Bowl. So who go win?
They match up a whole lot better against the Philadelphia Eagles than the New York Giants do. So that's a matchup that I know the Eagles are hoping they don't have to see. Or that's what I meant. I know Philly is hoping they don't have to see the Dallas Cowboys, because if they do, it's even more of like, dang, we're playing another team for more than second time. It's like you can only do so much.
Corbin said, "What I miss, y'all go Tigers TV now." Right? No, for real, huh, Carmen? I thought I'd switch it up a little bit, man. We on the couch, so I hung all my Saints gear up, man. So I pulled my little LSU gear out, but no, it's still WhoDatTV, Carmen. It's still WhoDatTV. With a little sprinkle of Go Tigers on the
man. Sprinkle. Shout out to every LSU Tiger that stayed.
Yes.
For real. I'm salty off a few of them who transferred.
Yes. Oh man, especially how buddy what's his name went to Ole Miss.
Walker Howard from
I see
Lafayette, bro.
Yeah.
They always
go
to the SEC. That's the crazy part.
SEC West.
That's
on,
crazy.
Carmen,
he put the little throw up signs when he shared that post on it.
Yeah. It's death row, man. You can't go to the other side.
Man, they stay doing that. Then when we face them, they gotta catch all that heat, man.
Yeah, you must have learned from Eli
Ricks, boy. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
that man, Eli Ricks, dog, catching pure flack right now, man.
Yeah, he next, and that was my favorite, Walker Howard, just because he's from Lafayette.
But let's go through the games real quick, y'all. Like I said, man, it's the wild card is done. It's over with, man. So now we got the divisional rounds, man. That's what the tree right here looks like. And we're gonna skip through the games real quick for y'all, man. We're gonna get our picks for the games too. First games first for the divisional round is Jags versus Chiefs on a Saturday, y'all. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna just be quiet. I gotta hear what y'all got to say.
All right. Me personally,
because I'm gonna get canceled.
You're not get canceled because I think we doing the same thing right now. I ain't gonna
cap.
I'm on that train. I'm on that train with y'all too.
I got look. Y'all can.
It's just tough.
I got the.
Because the Jags are literally gonna have to come out and play perfect, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to, bro.
I get it.
You're in Chiefs Kingdom and you're going against a Patrick Mahomes that done been here, did this. And Trevor Lawrence, I mean, I know you ain't never lost on a Saturday, buddy, but hey,
that too. Trevor ain't never lost on a Saturday.
He never lost on
this game is on Saturday.
Yes, going all the way back to high school. Trevor Lawrence had never lost.
I think there are two X factors on this game. I am picking Jacksonville, but the caveat on that would be not Trevor Lawrence, regardless of how he plays or doesn't play. Not necessarily regardless, because he would have to play well, but just throw that away for a second. And let's think about Travis Etienne. I think if he gets over 100 yards like he did in the last game, that really puts a lot of pressure on the other defense to you kind of stretch your, because he's a sideline to sideline runner. He's gonna stretch the linebackers inside out rules, stretch the safeties inside out rules, and make them want to kind of play outside in because he has that speed. If he gets up over 100 yards on Saturday, I think it's a long shot for Kansas City, because Jacksonville with Doug Peterson does a good job of making their drives take a lot of clock. We didn't see that in their first playoff game because they found themselves down by 20 plus points, but traditionally they are a methodical offense also, a lot like what we were describing from Baltimore and like what we were describing from New York. So they're going to eat a lot of your clock and play defense kind of when they have the football, more so than just relying on stopping them. I think Kansas City, their game plan would obviously be to feed Kelsey, get him to 200 yards if you freaking can.
Yeah.
And so those two things, say Kelsey up over 100 yards and Travis Etienne up over 100 yards, I think if both of those things happen, Jacksonville wins. I think if one of those things happen, like say only Kelsey gets 100 and Etienne doesn't, Kansas City wins by a long shot. But I think if neither one of those things happen, I also think Jacksonville wins. So I'm siding with Jacksonville.
James got the Chiefs in here. Savion hopping here with that roll tide.
I'm gonna put that on the screen.
Carmen, he said, "Give me T-Law in Jacksonville," and then he reversed it and said, "I'm capping and don't believe none of y'all picking the Jags. Stop it, bruh." And then James also said Mahomes is a playoff vet, and Mr. Peters said Pat paid his dues. The NFL owes him a ring. He also said you must have didn't get the ESPN.
Look, and that's what I'm on right now. I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
Man, I think he was talking about from the Anna, or I forget, it was somewhere up here what he was talking about earlier with the alert. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I want to like I said, Jacksonville is literally gonna have to play a perfect game to win this game, and then they're gonna have to play defense galore. Cause man, it's just Pat Mahomes and that offense is crazy, man. And like I said, like Pat, he been here doing this, so
yeah,
man, you know, since he been
Mahomes,
in the league.
So look, KC they started the year a lot better than really anybody, but especially more so than Jacksonville. But both teams are 5-0 in their last 5 games, so both teams are rolling and feeling good about themselves. It's gonna be a clash. Whereas most people are siding with Mahomes, but right almost outside of Kelsey, especially, I almost feel like Trevor Lawrence has so much more to work with. Evan Ingram is a good tight end, almost like a number 1 wide receiver. You got Christian Kirk, who was up over 1,000 yards.
I'm gonna say this:
other receiver had 8+ touchdowns. Like, that's a good football team on offense. And almost outside of Mahomes and Kelsey, they're a better offense than Kansas City. I know Floyd, that sounds crazy.
You've been calling a lot of stuff this year, bro. You've been calling a lot of stuff. I give you that. So if you call this, bro, okay, just a question. So you going Jags?
I'm going Jacksonville in Kansas City in the cold.
Okay, so if you call this, bro, hey, Ken, I know you're the 9-0 GOAT or whatever, but I gotta crown Floyd for this moment if Floyd is right off this moment.
9-point underdog, so it's a long shot. It's a long shot.
Man, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy, man. But we'll see. Anything can happen in the playoffs, man. Anything.
Jacksonville is just as hot as KC. Like, they really are.
Okay. Ken, who you had on this game? Jags and Chiefs?
I said the Jags.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, like I said, Jazz gonna have to play perfect.
That's the
Oh
thing,
man,
can't turn it over. I think I said that on Twitter. Really, I'll give you one. I'll give you one giveaway. Just get the stop after the giveaway. Make sure there are no points off of turnovers, and you really have a shot. Don't turn the ball over. Get ETN over 100 and see where you're at the end of the game. I think they win.
I'm gonna stay with y'all, man. Y'all my brothers. This is WhoDatTV, man. Let's stick together, huh? I'm going Jags. Forget it. I'm going Jags. Come on, let's go see what's going.
I know it's crazy. I'm
going Jags too. Trust
me.
Hey, if this happens, Floyd, if this happens, clip this, man. It got to go on the IG.
Got to.
Yeah, for sure.
100% got to. For sure. 100% got to.
I hope we're right.
That's gonna be crazy.
Got to.
He said no. He said Mahomes was going to embarrass the Jags.
If it was in Florida, I would feel a whole lot better about my pick.
For real.
I really would.
That's tough down there in Chiefs Kingdom with all that.
Kelsey says he plays better in the cold than he does when it's real hot.
Everyone doing
I'm weak. Hey, man, look. That's just what my intel is telling me. I tried to do my homework.
Hey, they gonna get on our heels on the next one. If the Jags don't do this, we about to be we about to get canceled. We about to lose by 12 followers.
Exactly. That's why Loki didn't want to say nothing, because I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get us canceled. I'm gonna get canceled.
I'm keeping it in the WhoDat family, man. Y'all say Jags, I'm saying Jags too. Let's get it, man.
Shoot, Mahomes has 5,000. I thought it was 6,000. 5,000, like 550 yards. I had to look twice.
Flo, you got me out here on the limb with you, bro. Don't switch up.
You can't give up. You can't give up.
I had to look twice.
Give up, bro.
41 touchdowns. We'll see. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Oh man, boy, you are the funniest dude I know, bro. Oh my god, he said, man, I thought yes. Hey, Draye, we gotta evacuate, bro. We
gotta end it now.
We gotta evacuate. Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
I feel that.
Yo,
man, I'm sticking with the Jags, man. My man right now.
Close game, though. Close game. I'm a little leery.
Hey, Flo, you are one funny individual. That was funny. That was. I can't stand you, dog. You would kill me, bro.
I'm telling y'all.
Next, fellas. Another big game on Saturday, y'all. We got a lot of these fans in the comments too. Giants versus the Eagles, man. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? I'm gonna make my comment last.
So I started to feel a lot better about the New York Giants' chance. My only thing with picking them is it feels like they've already played their Super Bowl. You're riding so high.
Type stuff.
You didn't expect to win a playoff game. Everybody's talking about Brian Daboll and how he deservedly should be the coach of the year. And so it feels like everyone in the New York Giants organization, and especially locker room, is probably celebrating themselves, patting themselves on the back. One or two guys may be an exception who are really focused on getting another playoff win. But a lot of guys are seeing themselves having gotten a lot farther than they would have expected at the beginning of the season. So I think because of that, there's just a little bit less motivation, especially going against a team that might have, that definitely has higher aspirations than just beating the Giants. Whereas, so it feels like this is like the Eagles trying to win their Super Bowl, not the Eagles, forgive me. This is like the Giants trying to win their Super Bowl after having just won their Super Bowl. And for Philly, it's almost just like another game on their journey. So give me Philly a little bit close, but not super close. Probably by a touchdown. But kudos to the New York Giants. That's a moral victory, even though those don't really exist in football. That's not a bad loss. and it's an end to a good season. So, but I think Philly moves on to the championship game next week.
I got Philly too. I got Philly moving on. And we called it. We said one of these number one seeds gonna lose Saturday. That's how we feel. That's how we was calling backstage, y'all. We said one of these number one seeds gonna lose. And if we got the Jags beating the Chiefs, then I'm laughing about it, but it could happen. Y'all never know. We got the Jags beating the Chiefs, then dang sure got the Eagles moving on and beating the Giants. But like I said,
we just watched it happen to Minnesota.
Hey,
it's very easy to come in off the
6 points.
I got Giants.
You got the Giants?
I got Giants.
I really do like it.
I got the Giants.
The last matchup was a 22-16 win for Philadelphia. Pretty sure their starting quarterback, the MVP, could be an MVP. Maybe Mahomes or Hurts will win it. Was in that game, I believe. So New York definitely has a whole lot more of a shot than Vegas would say, than a lot of pundits would say. Yeah, man. Like I said, they got a shot. That's for sure.
Hey, if Saquon get off, them boys, they ain't sure got a shot. They shut down that running game, man. I don't know, man.
If it's a low-scoring game and you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, watch out. You want this score to be up over 24, up over 28, near the 30s. If it's not, you might be on the couch next week. But that's not what I'm picking. I'm picking Philly. But if this is a low-scoring game, mark my words, the Giants will really have a good chance of winning this game.
Hey, if y'all let them Giants beat y'all, I'm getting on this podcast and I'm clowning. I want to see it. Because look, we didn't see a lot of y'all Eagles fans after them Saints beat on y'all real quick. Y'all went ghost for a minute. All I seen on here was Bond and I think Jalen popped in way later. If he even popped in. I don't even remember if Jalen popped
in. I would if they was in.
But yeah, man, if them Giants do get up on y'all, man, I want to see y'all back in here on this pod, man.
Yeah, don't be ducking.
Just how y'all ducked out the
big Giants.
The Saints got that dub. Y'all
big
ducked,
Giants.
Big
Giants.
No, I got Eagles though. I got them pulling through for sure. I want to see, like I said, I want to see another Eagles, and I want to see that Eagles and Cowboys rematch in the NFC Championship. I want to see that.
I got Eagles San Fran. Even though I said I was gonna pick against that, it just looks like a head-on collision.
Yeah, 49ers got too much firepower, but hey, man, we picking the Jags to beat the Chiefs, man. We might as well pick the Cowboys to beat the 49ers. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. This next one, y'all, this gonna be crazy right here, y'all. The Bengals versus the Bills, and it's gonna be I don't know. What do y'all feel like? Y'all feel like this is gonna be another like shootout, like how they had in the past, or you feel like it's gonna be a low scoring defensive game? Like what y'all looking at it coming up? How y'all looking at this?
All right, I'll put it this way: Buffalo, and we know this basically for the last 8 weeks, they're gonna turn it over twice. I don't care how it happened. I don't care what happens on the field. They are going to either fumble once or twice or throw 1 or 2 interceptions. It's going to happen. I think Von Bell has a good chance of catching the pick, and Jesse Bates, because the Buffalo offense puts pressure on the safeties to guard up the middle more so than corners guarding up the sidelines. So
I ain't think about this. It is gonna be an emotional game because this is the same game.
Yeah, they finally get to finish that matchup that was postponed and eventually canceled.
I did not even think about that, y'all. To be honest with y'all, I did not think about that at all. So that's it's gonna be a wild game.
Yeah, in Buffalo. No, wait. Yeah, they are making them play in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Because if they're gonna make a flip of a coin for the
AFC Championship,
no, the matchup, the neutral site matchup.
Oh, the neutral.
Buffalo and Kansas City win. Why not make this a neutral site game too? So that feels like the postponement of the final game of the season ended up hurting the Bengals a whole lot more than any other NFL football team. And for that reason, I kind of want to see them go win a Super Bowl and get back to the NFL for doing them like that. But Bro, this game is so hard to pick.
I got Joey B.
I want to. Yeah,
I'm
I
going
want
Joe
Bengals.
Shiesty. Joe Shiesty.
Bengals.
Joe
I'm gonna go with
Shiesty.
Cincinnati.
That's one of the main reasons I got all this LSU on, y'all. Because Joe Shiesty.
I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm going Bengals overall. I mean, it's one thing that the Bengals have that the Bills don't, and that is actually a run game. So I'm gonna go with the Bengals because they can shift their offense in many ways. They can shoot out with you. They can go spread.
Yep.
You got Joe Mixon, so they can go between the tackles. You got a nice backup running back who actually probably is coming off has a lot of confidence after holding the fort down while Joe Mixon was gone in Piron. I'm rocking with them Bengals, bro. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, it's not because it's Joe Shiesty. We know what Joe Shiesty about. I'm rocking with them because them boys balling, man. The only thing I'm not rocking with is Eli Apple, man. He gotta go, dog.
Eli, man.
That's forget about
the
Eli.
X factor is Joe Shiesty because he plays bigger and bigger games. My only thing that has me like, that's why I said like this game is so hard to pick. The Cincinnati Bengals have lost 3 starting O-linemen in the last 4 weeks, and big players. Mappa went down, Jonah Williams, and Lyle Collins, who I think all 3 of those guys have been Pro Bowlers before, but they all were having basically Pro Bowl-esque seasons this year, protecting Joe Burrow for the first time in his life, basically since leaving LSU. So the first 15 weeks of the year, that O-lineman, the whole O-line was healthy and played pretty close to perfectly, and they've just been decimated. This like coming the last few weeks. I'm hoping Cincinnati can continue to overcome their O-line woes and beat Buffalo, but that's the only thing that has me leery. I'm happy Von Miller isn't playing in this game, and Buffalo isn't rushing the passer particularly well at all. So
let's get it, Joe Shiesty.
That's where my money's at.
Mine too, man.
Figuratively.
Even though like James was mentioning, man, the Bengals, it's gonna be emotional for them. They're gonna come out they're gonna try to get this one for sure. Mm-hmm. So for the sake of 2 things, man. For one, they want to go to the AFC Championship, and then 2, they trying to do it for DeMar, man. So
facts.
Hey, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice game to tune into.
The National Football League wants them to do it for them too.
Yeah. But Bengals, they got other plans, man. They've been in the Super Bowl. They didn't finish. They didn't finish the job that they wanted to finish last year, going against Aaron Donald and the Rams. So they trying to finish this off, man. They trying to go and get them one, and that's what I want to see happen, man. I want to see Bengals get the one. That's who I'm rooting for these whole playoffs. So we'll see.
Me too. And them getting the short end of the stick.
I'm not rooting for.
Who that?
I can think of a few teams.
Eagles.
Yeah. Dallas, Philadelphia.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I want to see that game, man. And we're going to talk about it real quick. The Cowboys versus the 49ers. I want to see the Cowboys pull it off, but I don't know, y'all. It might be too much for the Cowboys in this game. And they're going to have to play. They play good against Tampa, but they're going to have to play 10 times better going against the 49ers at their house. So
exactly. And it's just, especially the defense is going to have to play better. I think the offense kind of came in and handled business, but that Dallas defense is going to have to force a whole lot more havoc and create a lot more chaos to win this game than they did against Tampa, especially. I just don't think they have enough in the tank, man. Like, you're asking Parsons, or it's just this is one of the few games where they're not going to see a lot of double teams because that O-line and those tight ends for San Francisco are so good at blocking, and because they play so much under center that it's masked what they're trying to do. You don't necessarily know what they're trying to do just off of the formation that they come out and line up in. So 11's eyes are going to be everywhere, trying to find McCaffrey, trying to find the football. Is this a jet sweep? Is it not? Do I need to step and squat? am I pass rushing? Like, there's a lot more reads that are going to go into it than what they kind of probably developed muscle memory and got used to last week against what Tampa Bay does. That O-line is trash compared to the one they're going to play this week, and I think it's going to show up on film, and they're going to kind of get dominated up front, and that's how San Francisco is going to get the win by my eye.
No, I agree. I agree because you're not asking Micah just to lock in on one player. You got, like I said, you got McCaffrey, you got Debo coming out the backfield. They could throw Debo in the little package, come out the backfield, and then on top of that, they got solid receivers and Ayuk, and it's a lot, man.
The second best tight end and
so much
alive.
Yes,
Greg Kittle.
George Kittle. So it's a lot. It's a lot for the Cowboys, but they do got the momentum, James. They do got the momentum. So if they can keep that going into this game, and I don't know, man, they're going to
the Cowgirls.
They're going to play. Hey, this
momentum. What? Nobody has more momentum than San Francisco right now. Nobody in the NFL.
But that's the thing.
Nobody.
Is Purdy going to outplay Dak?
I was asking that question last week.
It's really going
to.
I mean, I don't know if it's honestly like it sounds crazy, but it's going to come down to like 49ers have like schemed their way to success, right? Like they got a nice scheme, like they got a nice run game, and you just gave and the Panthers just gave them everything that their offense needs right now, right? So I don't know, man. I think that
it's also it's not on Brock Purdy to go out and win it.
49ers,
he just gotta not lose it. Basically, it's not on him to go out and win the game.
That's the thing, though, because he threw like 3 question mark passes in that wild card game.
He gonna throw a few in this game.
And if he does, Dallas gonna take that out the air, bro. You got Curse, who just picked Tom Brady off in the back of the end zone last game. That boy, he's a ball hawk.
Malik Hooker is a stud.
Yeah,
28.
You can't forget about
Diggs.
Yeah, so I mean, and then Micah Parsons can even get up and get him one if he wants to here and there. So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's really gonna be a good game. A better game than what we really think it is,
Heck yeah. So here's the skinny of it. If Dallas plays really well on the back end, meaning their secondary plays really well, makes things just really difficult for Brock Purdy, especially. Dallas wins the game. If they don't play like really great and maybe get a turnover or two on that back end, I don't think they have enough, because the scheme for San Francisco is all about pulling linebackers' eyes. That's all they're trying to do. It's a lot like what Seattle likes to do. They're just trying to pull the linebackers. So on those, not like on those bootlegs, so not straight drop back passes, on those play action and bootlegs, the linebackers are out of it, and you're really playing with the 5 or 6 guys that you have on the back end and trying to take other guys away, usually crossing routes. I think Dallas has a good enough secondary to do it, but I do not feel like they're going to win this game with DeMarcus Lawrence and Michael Parsons up front, because San Francisco doesn't have a lot of 7-step dropbacks, 5-step dropbacks. So you're going to have to beat an all-pro left tackle, Trent Williams, and get there in 4 or less seconds, or you're not getting there. You're not getting home. And that wasn't necessarily the case against Tampa Bay. So that's just my spiel. I think the secondary has to get a pick or two, play really perfectly to beat San Francisco. And it can be done. I just don't forecast that happening, but it can be done.
And both these teams real hungry, man. Both these teams want a bad 49ers. They done went through some crazy stuff these past few years. And then Cowboys, man, they haven't seen an NFC championship, let alone a Super Bowl in forever. So, they both trying to get there, man. It's going to be a really good game. And it's definitely a game to lock in on. And I know I'll be locked in that whole game.
Locked in.
So, Speeder, he made a great point right here, too, though. He said really his biggest concern is the Dallas O-line, which puts pressure on Dak. And I agree, because Dak did have to, scramble out the pocket a lot in that Tampa game, which you do got, great fast linebackers like White and all them getting back there in the backfield. And they got a great D-line too. It's not like the 49ers though. The 49ers defense is crazy to me, bro. Them boys.
Yeah, it's the number one defense. But so Dallas does have a good defense. They're just better on paper than they are on the field. I think Jacksonville put 40 on them. Philly put 34 on them with Gardner Minshew. So a lot of those games that they're holding teams under 14 is like against Tampa Bay. It's against I think Washington for sure. It's against Tennessee. So it's against those teams that aren't playing anymore. But against playoff teams, few of them that are in the playoffs have lit Dallas up. Has lit the Dallas defense up. Yeah. So that's just my spiel. But I know they can play better than they are or have been playing. It's just if you're going against any other team in the NFC, I'm picking probably Dallas tonight. But you're going against the buzzsaw in the NFC, so I don't think they get it done. That's just me.
Keith Sides said Cowboys by 20. Whew. It's gonna be close, man. I got it a 7-game stretch, like seven point stretch.
Same.
I got 7-point stretch. So
what? 27-20, San Fran
type stuff.
Yep. 29-22, something like that.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be a crazy divisional round, y'all. If your team's still in it, man, good luck to y'all. I can't say the same about us. You know where we at, but we'll be there. We'll be back and better next year. But but yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of great football. Just FYI, we're not gonna do the podcast this weekend. I know I gotta work Saturday and Ken got some things going on too. So
Trevor, I gotta throw this on here, man. We got
Travis
coming to you, been personally delivered, homie.
Yes, sir, man. Got the jersey in for the giveaway, man.
That boy Trevor.
Yes, sir.
Send my man's a pick, man.
NFL Young Boys on the way, Trev. And we will be doing that, man. Season 2 gonna be crazy, y'all. We're gonna have more giveaways in season 2 and all that coming y'all's way. So y'all will have more chances to win. The people who entered for this past jersey giveaway, I still have all y'all's tickets in here, man. Like I haven't threw away none of them. I got all y'all in here. So if we do another one, I'm gonna keep y'all's in there and then whatever else we come up with for an extra chance for y'all to win, you know, off the strength of the love for y'all following the page and getting it out there like that, sharing it. So yeah, man, it's been a good one today, y'all. Regardless that we ain't in there, I'm still gonna say who that. And then also I want y'all to go check out our link tree if you haven't already on here. That's our link tree right there, linktr.ee with the / WhoDatTV. It has all our pages on there from all our Facebooks, all our Twitters, Twitch, YouTube, and then also all our sponsors on there. So go check it out, man.
Please do like, share,
check us out. You feel me?
And you know what? On the YouTube, like it be having us looking so crispy. I think it's in 1080p. I don't know how they like stream it like that live.
Yeah, they be catching the hair and shit.
It look a lot better than it does on Facebook. So yeah, tap in. Yeah.
But it's all love, y'all. Hey, I appreciate y'all again for tuning in to WhoDatTV.
Don't touch me there.
It's it's too clown.
Hey, I'm weak. Hey, that's from like 10 years ago.
Hey, man, you gotta tell the backstory real quick, kid. So you gotta tell the backstory. Yeah, Steve did me bad, bro.
Steve, bro.
Look, backstory on that real quick for you in the pod, y'all. We was in class. We was in high school, man, 10 years ago, of course. Man, I think it was in science class, Ken. I don't know what we had to get.
Yes, bro.
Like
we
that.
Started the day off in science, bro. First period.
Man, look, all the lights went off because we was about to do. I want to say something on the whatever the little. I forget what you call it. The little whatever. Yeah, the board thing. Yeah, we about to
projector.
Yeah, the projector. That's what it is. So all the lights go off, man, in the classroom. Man, this dude Steve holler out loud, "Draye, don't touch me there." You know, Steve got that little soft voice.
He had a baby voice, bro.
He had like a little baby voice. So, bro, They turned the lights back on. My face was red, boy. I was like, bro, why you do that? Like, I'm like, bro, you down bad. The teacher, who was it? Who was the teacher? I forget the teacher, but they was pissed, bro. I said, oh, bro, y'all.
Same lady kicked me out for putting my leg on the desk with the Captain Morgan pose. Got me up out of there, man.
Appreciate you, man.
That bitch said, "Don't touch me there." Oh man.
I said, "Oh, you down?"
Oh man. She was like, "Don't play like that."
Don't play like that.
Not for real.
I said, "What else down bad?"
Hey, he called me though, because I was like, "Dang, what Draye do?"
But thank y'all again, man, for tuning in to WhoDatTV. It's always a blessing, man. Joey B, let's get it, man. We out, man. Who that?
Who that?
And go Tigers.
And go Tigers.
These boys know what it is when you messing with the champ. And they ain't young jock, but you know it's going down. They ain't really talking flame, but I'm the hottest around. And they ain't worried about it, cause you know how it is when you get into that bag. You get into that bag when you chase into that bag. You get into that bag when you run into that bag. You chase into that bag when you get into that bag. You chase into that bag, yeah. All I see is dollar signs, money on my mind. And I can't worry about you, I'ma spin till it's done. Work, hustle. Boy, you know I get it off the muscle. Why these boys stressing? Look, I got them shook. Okay, now watch me drive back like Jameis Winston. Give me out your mentions, I forgot to mention. I'ma cop that yellow rolling looking like the Simpsons. Outside, when I pop out, they wanna play but not now. Cut your fade like a barber, watch me cut your shit down. I used to trust but not now, I used to love but not now. I'm so heartless, you can get hit with it, my steed. These boys know what it is when you messing with the